So what's the response we've seen from the government? Well, Jeremy Hunt said elements of the BMA are seeing this as a political opportunity to bash a Tory government, and apparently is refusing to give interviews today. I'm sure we'd all welcome that silence. Boris Johnson, another colourful character, says that doctors who support this action are communists in disguise, who regard Jeremy Corbyn as the new Messiah, no less. So, and the Sun says that doctors have a jet-set lifestyle just for daring to go on holiday and put photos of that holiday on Facebook. I mean, really. In other words, the government's line is, it's all just doctors playing politics. Is that the best that they can do? Really? I doubt that there's anyone who wants to strike less than junior doctors. No one who has hit a busy A&E in the middle of the night and seen how this service in particular relies on the hard work of young doctors could ever doubt their commitment to patient care. It's clear to most of us, thank you. It's clear to most of us, if not Jeremy Hunt, that people who train hard for 7 years don't want to take any willy-nilly opportunity for political activism. No, this is a serious dispute about serious issues which the government has refused to negotiate on. And you know, you can work out whose argument makes more sense by using one very simple thing: arithmetic. Yeah? The government say we need a truly 7-day NHS. And they seem to think that currently our hospital staff are all clocking off at 4:30 on a Friday night. Now, we all know that's not true. But if it were true, and we did currently only have a 5-day NHS, then to create a 7-day NHS would be 2 more extra days of working. And 2 over 5 is 40%. So that's 40% more capacity the government want to see in our NHS. Does anybody here believe that the government are going to increase the funding of the NHS by 40%? Does anyone believe that? No, of course they don't. In fact, the NHS is being asked to make billions of pounds worth of cuts. And this is in spite of the fact that at 8% of GDP, it's one of the most efficiently operating health systems anywhere in the Western world. So that then is the absurdity of the government's argument. These negotiations of contracts are nothing more than a political stunt from the government's perspective. And back in those heady days of last spring when the Conservatives were campaigning for office, maybe that seemed like a masterstroke in public relations. But what works on the campaign trail doesn't necessarily work on the A&E ward or on the operating table. I mean, just ask me. I'm pretty good at campaigning. I don't think you'd want me to give you a heart transplant. So again, I come back to arithmetic. The average salary of a junior doctor is about £22,600. And Hunt claims that he's offering an 11% pay rise in basic pay. But that offer doesn't bear scrutiny. Most junior doctors rely on out-of-work hours to supplement their wages, and those out-of-work hours, payment for those, is being cut back. So the net result, unsurprisingly, notwithstanding the rise in basic pay, will be less money after this contract is put in place. That's just arithmetic. So, they're going to be offered less money to work more antisocial hours. Does anyone here consider 9:30 on a Saturday night sociable hours? No. And making doctors work these unsociable hours for little reward, whilst also removing the penalties hospital will face for making doctors work excessively over, that's all clearly dangerous for patient safety. I'll repeat that. This contract is dangerous for patient safety. And the government... Yes. Final few points. The government have spoken a lot about this 8,000 extra deaths which occur over the weekend. This is in spite of the fact that those who gave us the report, which gave us that 8,000 figure, themselves say that there's no link whatsoever between the 8,000 figure and the hours worked by junior doctors. And the report also defines weekend work as being from Friday through to Monday. I mean, that's 4 days of the week. There are 7 days in a week. Is it any surprise that more deaths occur in 4 days of a week than in 3 days of a week? It is dangerous for patient safety and intolerable for all those conscientious folks gathered here today is spurious claims made by the Health Secretary, which manipulate figures and put people off going into hospital at the weekend when they may need that life-saving care. So yes, if there are real actions to be taken to improve patient care at the weekend, no one wants to hear more about them than junior doctors, many of whom are gathered here today. Nobody would be more keen to improve patient safety. But let's tell the government to drop this unfair contract, get back round the negotiating table, because ultimately junior doctors are the people upon whose efforts and well-being the lives of so many of us depend. Thank you.